Are we supposed to wait a little while on this one too?
I don't know. Let's just give it
All
30
right.
seconds.
Hey y'all, welcome to the Wednesday Night Live where we talk about true crime, um, documentaries mostly, and things in the media. We are streaming on my channel, Crystal Heart channel, and also our combined channel, Mystery Mugs and Melanin. My name is Crystal, and this is.
Celine.
So if anyone is in here, say hello. I forgot how we do this. How do we see? Oh, one person came. Hello. Is it
How
you?
do you find that?
Because
Where are you?
at the top it says a little eye. It have a little eye and it got one.
Oh, I don't have it. It must be because you the host. But that is
Oh,
me. I just jumped in MMM YouTube.
okay. So let's wait a little bit and see if we get anyone in here. Since we haven't done this in a few weeks, I don't think people was expecting it.
Did you
So,
post it in your group?
uh, are you an MMM?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let me pull it up on. Cause I don't the comments. I can't see them good on here.
Oh,
You're better at that than me.
I, I am.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. I think we do have somebody else in here, unless you're two people in here.
That could be.
No, signed in. You signed in. Are you on just Mystery Mugs and Melon with just one account? You know
Yeah.
what? I can't with you.
It's me.
Okay.
It's
I think we do have a couple people coming in though.
Yay.
If you are here, say hello so we can know that we're not alone. So we're not alone. And if you're watching this on the replay, hit the like button. If you're here live, hit the like button. All right. So, um, for people watching on a replay, because I don't know if too many people are in here or not, I really can't tell. But for people watching on, hey Shelby, so Shelby's here, Math Geek.
Hey, Shelby.
For people watching on the replay, and for the couple of people that are here now, uh, we know that we have not been on in a few weeks. I was in Louisiana taking care of my mom, and Celine hadn't been feeling well, so we just kind of like ghosted y'all. We sorry, but we're back, and I know I we were supposed to watch a couple of things. And hey Sheila,
Hey,
we're supposed
Sheila.
to watch a couple of things. Um, I did not do homework, so and I had all these weeks to do homework. I think Celine did some homework. You did your homework? Mm. So
Just do
tonight we are gonna talk about the Delphi murders, and we're gonna talk about a case that happened in our hometown, which is still ongoing, and it's the Ella Goodie case.
and
So,
we have done an episode on Ella Goodie. So if you don't know, a lot of it want to hear about more in detail. Check it out. It's on this channel. We should link it in there.
oh yeah, I didn't do anything. I didn't put anything in the description box. We'll fill that all out at the end. But on Mystery Mugs and Melanin, that channel is
Yeah,
where the episode about Ella Goodie is. But there are some updates, and we were really supposed to make a video with the updates, but like I said, too much was going on. Let's see. Let me put the comments on the screen how I did before. Like, oh, like this. Ah, there we go. All right. Sheila says, I was just wondering what was going on here. It's okay though, because I haven't been able to focus on anything. Oh, Sheila, I hope you've been okay. Okay. Uh, and also, if y'all have some suggestions on what we can do next week, just let us know because um we're kind of out of the loop, out of practice. So I don't know. Did you have ideas for next week?
Yes, there's this
You do?
yeah, wait, there's this show on Netflix that I was going to talk to you about today, but I want us to watch it so we can talk about it.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The Kings of Tupelo.
The case
Tupelo?
of what?
The Kings of Tupelo.
Wait, hold on. Let me. I got a handy notebook.
Handy
Spell that
dandy.
out.
The Kings, like a king.
Mm-hmm.
Tupelo. Tupelo. Tupelo.
Spell that.
T as in Tom. I'm put on my customer service voice. U. P as in Peter. E as in Echo. L. O as in octagon. No, I'm just kidding.
Just stressing driving my son everywhere. I'm coming to Austin for a couple of weeks. Oh, when are you coming? You gotta text me, Sheila. We haven't talked in a while.
Sheila, I would like to meet you this time.
Yeah. Um, Tupelo, Mississippi. That's a place.
Is it? I don't know. I haven't watched it, but it's in the, it says a Southern crime saga, and it's supposed to be crazy. It's like 2024's Tiger King. So,
What?
but it's a crime. You remember how Tiger King had us all in,
So, are they like mobbing in Mississippi?
I don't know, but it's supposed to be really crazy. I'm gonna try to watch it. Start it tonight.
Okay, Shelby say it's Tupelo.
What I said, the pillow.
I think that's what you said. She said yes, Tupelo.
Oh, it is Tupelo.
I think I just broke my pen fidgety. Oh, maybe not.
Oh, what?
Okay, definitely want to meet Sheila said. Oh my god, then I have to watch it. Shelby, what do you know about Tupelo? It's a city in Mississippi. I've never heard of this at all. All right, y'all. What do you want to start on, Celine? Selena's. Anything for Selena's?
Okay. So I want to. I don't know. We can. Do you want to start with Ella Goody or Delphi
Well,
Murray?
let's do the update on Ella Goody because that won't take too long because there's not a lot of details. And then we can do Delphi because probably a lot to talk about with Delphi. What pen are you using? This is Sheila, this is the Jinhao 82. Amazon, it's Jinhao knocks off a lot of other pens, but I think they're a Japanese company. I don't know. Nothing other than the name, but if it's like Tiger King is gonna be cray cray, right? Okay. I might watch that tonight. Okay. Yeah, Jinhao 82 is what I'm using. It's supposed to be look like the sailor something something. Pin talk. Was born in Tupelo.
It has to do with Elvis impersonators.
What?
That's what I'm saying. The thing is insane. It has to do. Yes, when she said Elvis was born in Tupelo, that's what it has to do something. That's why it's called the Kings of Tupelo because it has to.
Oh, I think I might have seen like it pass on the top of the Netflix screen, and I just didn't pay much attention. They're Chinese, okay, but it was like a $10 pen, so I was
Oh, the
like,
Kings Chinese.
let me
I thought
see.
it was talking about the people in Tupelo. I was like, what?
No, we pen talking. Um, okay, so let's start off with Ella Goody. So Ella Goody is from our hometown area. She's from the Scott. we're from Scott, Louisiana. She's from the Scott area, Lafayette, Louisiana area. And she was 32 years old when she went missing in March of 2022, March 9th, I believe, of 2022. She would do like Uber driving and stuff, and but there was this guy who I think she had took him places before, and he asked her to take him to Texas, and like on the side, not with Uber, like he was gonna pay her on the side. So she decided to do it, and she went missing. Hi, Vanessa. And she never came back, and she was missing from that point on. So the guy was, his name is Brandon. Is it Brandon? Let me look. His name is
Brandon, Francisco.
Francisco. Yeah. Brandon Francisco. So he was always the person of
Great.
interest after she went missing.
My doctor is calling me. I'm gonna mute.
Okay, just mute yourself or whatever. At this time, girl? What's going on? Um, so Brandon Francisco was always the guy who was the person of interest. It's just they had no clue what happened. Her car was found in Missouri, 13 hours away. So it really made no sense. But everybody kind of speculated that he must have done something to her. So that was 2022. Well, recently he was just indicted in death, the carjacking and death of Ella Goodie. They didn't word it as murder, but I think it was uh like that he caused her death during a carjacking or something. But he was recently indicted for that. So that happened in November. So last month he was indicted for that. So we were supposed to do an update video saying that he was indicted for her death, but we never got a chance to do it. So we just kind of wanted to mention it here. You good? All good?
Yeah.
Um
What I miss? Hey
I
sis.
was just
What I
saying
miss?
that he's been indicted in her death. I think there's an echo. Do you have me like, I don't know. Do you hear echo?
No.
Okay, now I don't hear it.
It's always
But
funny because I had said, "Hey sis, what I miss."
hey sis, what I miss? Y'all, that was supposed to be our other podcast. Don't
Okay,
steal our name.
go ahead.
But yeah, so he's facing life in prison. They have still not found her body, and the family is like really pushing for him to just say where's her body. Like, we know what you did. Just, they found his gun. They believe that, he shot her and stole her car. But the family is just pushing, like, please just tell us where's her body, what happened. At this point she's not coming back, but we'd like to know what's going on. So the case is still going. He has to go to trial unless he pleads guilty or whatever, but the case is still ongoing.
That's the biggest thing.
And
That
huh?
where is why did he target her specifically, and where is her body?
Yeah. Well, I think that maybe he targeted her because of the kind of car she had, which was an Audi. It was like a 2012, so not brand new, but it was still an Audi, and she was small. So she was 5'3" and 120 pounds. Um, so it's very likely that he targeted her because she was tiny, and maybe he just liked her car. I don't know. And also, she gave him rides before, and maybe he just thought, like, I'm just gonna go ahead and take your car this time.
It's just unnecessary. And then he was found in Missouri. Like that always gets to me. It's like, what was the point? What were you doing?
It's dumb because a car is not worth all of that. And maybe, you never know. Maybe he did some sexual advances or something she didn't want, and then he decided, like, okay, well, if you gotta go, and I'm taking your car or something like that. I don't know. And I also mentioned in the episode that my husband knew her years ago because she lived in the same apartment complex as his mom, him and his mom and his siblings, I guess. But and she was like a super caretaker. She took care of her mom who is disabled, and
Little
she
kids.
he would talk about how she would always go down and ask them for things because she was the one taking care of the household. And she has two kids, y'all, and she would be 35 right now. She was 32 at the time. She would be 35. She has two kids, so two kids without a mom. Sheila says probably because she was a small woman and was doing it on the side, not Uber or Lyft. Yeah, it wasn't documented by Uber or Lyft, so
That's dangerous.
wonder
We
if he
talked about
trafficked her.
Denzel.
I don't know if he trafficked
I don't
her. He
think
didn't
so.
look too bright.
Yeah, they think that she's dead for like different reasons.
Yeah,
And they just did
he
like
didn't look like he
surgery.
had too much of a plan.
Yeah.
But that's the update. There's not much more that I guess is known, or that at least that I know. So uh we just want to keep her family in our thoughts, especially, it hits close to home whenever it's somebody from home, and especially somebody that like Joseph knew, and it's like, dang, that's crazy. Definitely dangerous. It is dangerous. No one should be doing that off to the side. um there's a reason why Uber and Lyft can document where you are, where you're going, who you picked up. So
It's
yeah,
already
it is a
dangerous.
lesson.
It's dangerous. Personally, for women, it's dangerous already doing
Yeah,
it on record. But like, I know she was just trying to make some extra money on the side and stuff, and she thought she knew him, but it's just
no,
dangerous.
no, yeah, yeah. So yeah, it is sad, Sheila. Um, so that's all that I had on Ella Goodie. If anything else comes up, we will do more updates. Um,
Mhm.
hopefully he can at least say, come out and just be honest about what happened, or at least say,
Maybe
what he did.
maybe they'll try to give him a deal if he says where the body is and he gets some kind of deal.
Yeah, yeah. Let's hope. So the only other thing we had to talk about was we wanted to talk about Delphi murders, which I know all of y'all know about. It's pretty popular, or maybe you don't if you're watching this. So Celine, wait, hold on. Shelby says I was listening to the first season of Cold podcast, which features the disappearance of Susan Cox Powell many years ago. Another really sad case. Let me look that up.
Hi,
Su-
Tracy.
Susan Cox Powell. Hi, Tracy. Happy holidays to you as well.
So
Okay.
every
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
so everybody was just like kind of talking about Delphi because there was updates and like about it because of the trial was coming. The trial was going on and they reached a verdict and everything. But just kind of an overview of the case. This happened February 13th, 2017. And there's Abby Williams and Liberty Rose Libby German, who will go with Abby and Libby from now on while we're discussing. And these were some young um, girls. Libby was 14. I have some notes. Libby was 14 and Abby or Abigail was 13. And they lived in Delphi, Indiana, which is a very small town of like 3,000 people. It's small. Like,
Dang, I didn't realize it was that small.
yeah, it's that small. Like, if you weren't looking for Delphi, you wouldn't know, hey, let me just go to Delphi. It's that small. Everybody knows everybody. And this, when their murder happened, it not only swept the nation, but I mean, can you imagine how it turned this town of 3,000 people up, turn their lives upside down? So on February 13, Libby's older sister at about 1:30, 1:35, Libby's older sister, Kelsey, dropped them off of the county road. There's this bridge. It's called Monon High Bridge, and it's this like super high bridge in this hiking area where people go. And so it's very remote, it's woodland and everything. So at 2:07 p.m., uh, Libby, she posted a photo of Abby walking on the bridge. So that she posted it. I don't know if it was on what social media it was on, honestly. I don't remember. And after this, no one heard from them again. I think the dad went, he was supposed to pick them up at 3:15, like at the bottom of the bridge where they dropped off and pick them at 3:15, and the girls never showed up. No one answered their phones. There just was nothing. So they were reported missing at about 5:30. They searched for the girls themselves. They called the police. Police quickly searched the area. And at first they were like, we don't really know if there's foul play. Maybe they're just late. Maybe they're, it might have been
She was
Snapchat.
saying Snapchat maybe, and I think it was Snapchat.
Because eventually Snapchat does come into play. So maybe. And then later on the next day, about noon, about half a mile east of the bridge, their bodies were found. And these are young girls, remember, so they didn't release a lot of information, like of how their bodies were found and things like that. It didn't come out till like much, much later. They didn't release any details of how they were murdered. I apologize, y'all. I have like a cold or something in my throat, and
I forgot you told me that.
so I'm sorry. So anyway, they began circulating a picture, an image of an individual people had seen on the bridge that day. Remember, this is a small town, and not a lot of people went to this bridge in this area for hiking and stuff. So the police are asking people, were you there today? Did you see anyone? You were in the area. Who did you see? Call us with any details. So they gave them a sketch, and they started, circulating this picture. So then, yeah, it wasn't an uncommon place to be, considering how remote and how high up and everything it is. Kids would go there all the time. But again, this is just a small town. Nothing like this has ever happened in town. So they took the police showed a grainy like photograph of a white male. He had his hands in his pocket, his head down, and he was walking on the bridge towards the girls. He had on like a blue jacket and jeans and like a hat. And then so
wasn't that like off of a picture that they took?
Yeah, it was, but they didn't say it initially. But
Okay.
People were just like, oh, bridge guy, and he was named the suspect. And then like a few days later on the 22nd, they released the full thing as the video, and it had an audio. It was a Snapchat like thing, and it had his voice, and it was kind of muffled, but you can see him. He's walking towards them, and he's like, all right, girls, down the hill, something like that. And then it just stopped, like that's it. So they had a news conference, the police and everything, and they were like, this person, again, Delphi is not a place where you just go visit. They were like, right, they were like, this is someone in our community. This is someone that someone has seen this man. Someone has heard this voice. He can change his appearance, but he can't change his voice. You've heard this voice before. And at that news conference is when they credited and said that this audio and this image came from Libby's smartphone. And he was like, because I actually watched some of it today. He was like, she's a hero for having like the presence of mind to secretly
Yeah.
get this taken, because she didn't know what was going to happen. And they had said that additional evidence had been, secured from the phone, but they would, they don't like to release everything at once. So on
Y'all,
July
I might have to mute myself. Sane is about to start barking.
on July 17th, they had another sketch of some of a hiker that was on the trail the same day as the girls vanished. And this was like, they looked very different from each other. Like, a lot of people was like, we can't figure out who this is, blah, blah, blah. And they had like a tip line. Y'all, these people, this happened in 2017, right? There have been over 70,000 tips about this case. The police had to investigate each and every one of these tips. Like, yeah, Sheila, I'm not there yet. Sheila, hold on. But
Calm
yeah,
down, Sheila. Calm down.
they had like 70,000 tips. So eventually,
Stop. Go to daddy. Daddy.
okay. So what happened was, actually, okay, here we're gonna jump to him now. His name is Richard Allen. Okay, he actually called the tip line. A lot of people don't know this, but he called the tip line because, remember, the police are like, if you were there, we need to know. If you whatever, he called the tip line and said that he was there that day. Like, he talked about being there that day. It was like, if you need anything, let me know. Anything, any additional information from me, let me know, blah, blah, blah. So they took it down and it was just filed away. It was just filed away. So now it's like September 2022. They're like, this is kind of like a cold case at this point. She called it 20,000 of the tips. So it's like a cold case. And then so a volunteer file clerk discovered an error that Richard Allen, his tip was misfiled. I don't know, they don't say where, but it was misfiled. And on the tip, he self-reported, this was 3 days after the murders, saying that he was on the trail the day of the murders and he had saw the girls. That's what he said in his tip. So somehow it was misfiled. They tried to explain it so that it was filed his name is Richard Allen, but he goes by something else. Okay. And so it was filed with his street name and his actual name. Like, I don't know, they inverted it somehow. So on October 26th, he was taken into custody. He was arrested. He was charged with 2 counts of murder, and he had pled not guilty. And when it happened, a lot of people were like, well, why? What do they have to, charge him on, what evidence and everything? And one of the things that they did was, there was what is it called when you shoot a gun, but unshot round? It wasn't like it was shot out of the gun. It was just like a round that wasn't shot. And it was near the girl's body. And he had that type of gun in his house. Like, the bullet matched his gun. So that was one thing. Footage video recovered from her. There was more evidence on Libby's phone, remember? So video footage recovered from her phone showed that one of the victims had mentioned a gun as a man with a dark jacket and jeans approached them and ordered them to go down the hill. That's the part that we saw. He's like, okay, girls, down the hill. But they didn't share everything, because before that, one of them had mentioned a gun. And police do believe that Richard Allen is the man in the video, and they found a .40 caliber unspent round. That's what it's called. less than a couple feet from the girls' bodies. But it was between, no, it was an unspent round. Like it wasn't shot out of the gun.
A live round. I
So
don't know nothing about guns.
it was determined later that the round came from a gun owned by Allen. Okay, I don't know. I watched it today. It said unspent round. So if it was just ejected
Well,
from,
that round had just been ejected from the
yeah, it
pistol.
wasn't a spent round. Yeah, that's what, Shelby. That's right. Unspent. So it was ejected from the gun. Thank you. I don't know a lot about guns either, but thank you for that. Okay, and then a witness also said that she saw a man walking away from the bridge wearing a blue colored jacket and blue jeans, and he was all muddy and bloody. Another witness and a tip mentioned that a car was parked oddly and appeared to be parked in a way as if to hide its license plate. No, it doesn't have the marking. That's another thing. They're like, how can you be sure that it was for his gun if it wasn't shot? And like, the markings match a bullet that's been shot from the gun, but it's a specific kind of like Smith and Wesson gun that is a specific kind of bullet that goes to that specific gun. That's what they said in the doc I watched today. And so yeah, that's one thing that a lot of people don't mention. Like his car was parked oddly and appeared to be like parked so that it was kind of hiding his license plate. And when she gave the description of the vehicle, it matched the car that he owned back in 2017. So he was interviewed. He said he was on the trail for like 2 hours. He denied doing anything to the girls or anything like that. So back to what was it, Sheila?
Hey, Gina.
Was it Sheila who said it? Yeah.
Who said
So
what?
back that he was a pharmacy tech. Yeah, he worked at the CVS in town. He worked
Wait,
at.
what Sunshine said?
That means he cocked
That
the gun,
means
but
he
already
caught
had a bullet. Yes, exactly. That's what it is. Thank you. Who is Sunshine?
um Sunshine on my shoulder watching on MMM.
Hi, Sunshine.
It has different kind of markings. I'm still suspicious that they could chamber and eject around and match the markings, but my hub says they can.
Good to know.
I know nothing about that, so I just trust that maybe they were saying they know what they doing.
So Richard Allen worked at CVS and he was a pharmacy tech, and he worked out with the CVS in Delphi. And it's also weird because the day of the funeral, one of the girls' grandmothers, I can't remember which one, she went there with pictures of the girls, and she went to CVS to have them blown up so they can put them, at the funeral. And he took the picture. She was like, "It's on me. I'll take care of it." Like he paid for it. Like he didn't ask her to pay for it or anything. He did it on his own and blew up the pictures for the funeral.
That is sick.
Yeah. But the biggest thing is that there's a lot of people who don't think that this man actually did it. There are some people who think he did, but there are a lot of people who think he did not. But the thing about it is that he has admitted to the murders more than 60 times while he was incarcerated in jail. To his mom, to his wife, to the wardens, to prisoners, to to the
He just out
officers.
there saying, telling everybody.
He just like telling her, but he continues to deny it. He told his wife, the prison warden, family members, the psychologists, prison employees, inmates, in person, in writing, over the phone. Like his wife, he was talking to his wife, and obviously they're recorded. And his wife was like, "Are you sure you want to, talk about this?" And he was like, "I need you to know, and I need you to understand that it was me. I
He a
need
little
you."
slow.
his his lawyer says that this was because of his mental decline of being in jail, and he was in solitary for like a year, and it all like affected him mentally and everything. And
How old is he?
uh, how old was he? I don't remember.
What are the odds that the guy that murdered these girls would be the one to develop the film as well? It really is. That is
That's
crazy.
crazy. I don't
It
know
is
how old
crazy.
he is, but uh yeah, they said a psychologist said that he was diagnosed with serious mental illness and that he had a grave disability. She said that Allen told her he had originally planned to sexually assault the victims, but ran away when he saw a van nearby. So instead, what he did was slit their throats and covered their bodies with sticks. And this is the first, like, they talked about it in at trial. Remember, they didn't release any details. Like, this is their parents are finding out the first time, like, in they're showing the pictures, the first crime scene pictures, the first time in court, and their families are witnessing what actually happened to their kids, you know. But yeah, he slit their throats. Also, one was found naked. One of the girls, he had forced one of the girls to undress, and the other girl was forced to put on her clothes, and the other girl was found naked.
That is so strange.
He was planning to sexually assault them, and then he got interrupted and got scared. But either way, he was convicted on all counts, and he hasn't been sentenced yet. It's December 20th. He will be sentenced. But trial deliberations, the jury deliberated from like the 7th to the 11th or something like that. And they went ahead and convicted him for murder. So
What's your opinion? Guilty or
my
not guilty?
my opinion, the internet says he's 52. Thanks, Sheila. My
That's not
opinion
old at all.
is that I think he did it. I do.
Same.
I do think he did it. The thing about it is that like the thing to me is that like a lot of people be like, this was 5 years, and he lived in town with him. They had a sketch and his voice and stuff. But people seem to forget that this is a small, close knit community of like 3,000 people. You're not going to be like, hey, that's Richard from CBS, because in your mind, no one in your small community that you've been knowing for years and years could possibly do this. You know what I mean? So that's what I think. But I do think yeah, the clothing thing was super weird. His defense, guys, his lawyer's defense was that he didn't do this, that the girls were murdered by a white supremacist cult called, what are they called? I know it's something to do with like Thor and Odin, sons of Odin, something like that. Let me see. I'm sorry, I gotta find it. I'm sorry. I just need to know now because that Odinism, that's what it's called. Thank you. Odinism.
Odin's.
And it has like, it's weird because it's like they talk about white supremacists. Basically, they want the United States to be a white country. They want white people in power of um the United States. And they talk about Thor and Odin and
So
like
why would they have targeted two teenage girls?
supposedly it was some kind of sacrifice because it's technically like a Nordic pagan type of thing that the cult has kind of appeared out of. So they still have some paganistic tendencies in their like rituals and things. And they claimed that like the branches and the trees being laid down a certain way were runes. for like things that the cult does, but I'm just like confused if they're a white supremacy group why they would kill two young white girls. You know what I mean? But that was
Yeah, that would make no sense. They're not gonna about to sacrifice their own. I don't know, cause I don't know nothing about with the organism do.
oh look, so Odinism has been around in the American far right white supremacist world for decades, but with different like topics in regards to whether some people get a tattoo of the gods or symbols or if they fully adhere to it. So, and there is a group in Indiana, Odinist, and it was formed in the early 2000s. So that's why it was directly linked to the Delphi murders. But yeah,
That's who came up with this? Was it his lawyer?
his lawyers, his defense lawyers, they were like, it wasn't him, it was the Odinism white supremacy cult.
The white supremacy cult don't have time to be killing white people. They need their white people.
Exactly, Sheila. Exactly.
It would make more sense to make them have babies. Thank you. They try to reproduce, not kill off
It
their
says
own.
it's the lawyers, Allen's attorneys said that Abigail Williams and Liberty German were ritualistically sacrificed by a group of white supremacists entrenched in a Nordic pagan cult. So they were a sacrifice. And then the evidence said that it could be found in a reported rash of runic symbols discovered at the crime scene and in an alleged contingency of Odinist law enforcement officers now keep watching over Allen. Oh, and okay, so they were trying to say they were alleging that white supremacist law enforcement, like
Wait,
correctional
hold on,
officers.
because they laughing at my cup.
Let
Your
me see.
cup just as big as mine. They said, "Can my cup be any bigger?"
I
Hi,
feel like
Mike.
your cup. I feel like your
I'm
cup is bigger.
closer up to the screen. Okay, I'm sorry.
Well, they were saying that also, alleging that a group of Odinist law enforcement officers were keeping watch of Allen at the prison. So I don't know. They all over the place, but no, I believe he did it.
How we know they got tattoos? You say?
They get tattoos and stuff, and yeah.
I could use a giant cup of water right about now.
I,
They
I,
clowning my cup, man. So his attorney would feel comfortable letting his client out on the street. Girl, those attorneys don't care. They just want to win their cases.
I would. This is way off topic, but I was scrolling on Instagram yesterday and last night, and Matt Rife, the comedian, it was one of his shows, and he was in the UK, and somebody spoke, and she had an American accent, and so he said, what are you doing here?" And she's like, "I married a Brit," and so he asked how they met, and he said that he was in California for a death row case. He's a lawyer, and so he was like, "Oh, okay, well." Did you get him off? And he was like, "Yeah, I got him off." And everybody in the crowd was like, "Whoa!" He's like, "Hold on, wait a minute." So he didn't do it, and you were able to get him off. The lawyer was like, "No, oh, he did it." Yeah, they
Wow.
don't care. He was like,
They don't care.
Matt Rife was like, "Well, how did you get him off?" He's like, "It was a technicality."
So now you just got a murder on the street because you don't care.
He got paid. I love Matt
Christ
Rife.
sake.
He's coming back to Austin in September, and I want to go to one of his shows.
Sheila says she drinking fizzy water because she's not a peasant. I'm drinking tea because I'm a Southern belle.
I'm drinking water with dragon fruit packet in it because it tastes good.
Because you dehydrate.
I'm
Get your mouth off my drink.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Wasn't a double murder.
Lawyer
Lawyer
got
got paid, right?
probably everybody in this town is like, maybe Sheila. I missed some of the stuff that I was so busy talking.
What happened?
Kristen said you're maybe grasping at straws. I'm sorry, I'm reading back a little bit. Grasping at straws, if you ask me. Yes, sunshine. Grasping at straws because it just doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Hey, Donnell.
Hey, Donnell. I'm drinking Coke, but it needs peanuts. Gina, in your Coke?
Girl, they do that. The first time I heard about that was from Joseph.
Joseph put peanuts in his Coke?
I don't know if he. I never seen him do it, but I heard him talk about it. Who
Why?
put penis in a Coke, babe?
What did he do?
Mostly testosterone.
No, that's a thing. Joseph said boost your testosterone. I have no.
Gina,
You
you
never
go
said that
eat too much
before.
testosterone. Gina, stop that.
Gina might want the testosterone. Leave her be.
It started like a baseball player started doing it.
Man, the food lions are out of Diet Coke. I have to go on the hunt.
I
Oh,
haven't
I
been
can't
to
do Diet Coke.
I haven't been to a food line. So yeah, but that's the Delphi case. I'm glad that he's been convicted. We'll see what he's charged with on the 20th. And it's been a long time. Like when I was watching it today, I was like, I can't believe this was 2017. Because I remember when it happened and it just doesn't feel that long ago.
It don't feel that long ago, but it is. I think the case just stayed in the forefront for
It
years.
did. It was huge. That was one of the things that they talked about in the documentary is that how big it became. Everyone was talking about it because it was just like what's going on. And then there was some twists and turns that I didn't really talk about because remember they had the girls' phones and everything, and they found that the girls were talking with I can't remember his name or what name he used, but it was talking with a man on Snapchat, and it turns out that he was catfishing them. He had he used a picture of a male model, and it turns out the male model was grown now, and he was a police officer somewhere else. And they interviewed him afterwards, and he was like, I just feel really bad that someone was using my picture to catfish these young girls. But they found that he was talking to like 11 or 12 different young girls in like that area. And he was this grown man. He's in jail now for like child, underage media thing. I don't want to say on here.
Mm-hmm.
All kind of stuff. But yeah, so there was like a whole bunch of twists and turns. So like, is it the Snapchat guy? And then there was the man whose property they were found on. He also had a kind of creepy, shaky past. And so some people thought it was him. He died in 2022 though.
Everybody was creepy. They got too many creepy people in this world. Gina said you
Peanut,
do it before a fight with the neighbors.
what, peanut and Coke?
Power up. All right, y'all. Let's talk about what we're gonna talk about next week. With the
Okay.
case, what you said, that documentary, we gotta watch that for sure.
Okay. Next week, guys, Kings of Tupelo on Netflix.
Barbara Mandrell made a song about it. I was country. Oh, never. I don't know who Barbara Mandrell is.
I don't know who Barbara Mandrell is either.
Okay, I knew. If I figure if you knew, then I'm probably slow. But the fact that you don't know.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Kings of Tupelo. We gotta watch that. Saint. He's
What's
hungry,
it?
babe. Girl, he attacking his bowl. He took it when he get hungry or thirsty. He takes his bowl out of the little stand, brings
He
it
like, give
somewhere,
me my
and then beats
Coke.
it all up.
He want
Y'all
his
come put
food.
his food in his bowl, please.
That would be sissy because I did it last night.
No.
I did it last night. She should do it today. Tonight.
Kings of Tupelo about the Elvis impersonators.
Say.
Yes,
Yes,
Shelby,
yes.
that's
That's what we
it.
watching for next week for sure.
It's sissy's turn.
Do it. Just get it.
And get a wet too. What else? We need something else.
What happened?
Sage just flew across the camera.
I saw something, but I wasn't looking at the screen.
No, he fast. Fast.
Woo! I know what I gotta do.
I haven't been watching when I was in Louisiana, girl. I didn't watch no documentaries. You know that's all I watched. I had to watch what my mom watched, and she watched Family Feud and Court TV all day.
Did she watch Reba?
No, we didn't watch Reba. We watched Steve Harvey and Court TV, and
Oh,
Law and Order SVU constantly.
we can do the Oh, go
Wait,
ahead and read.
what Donnell says? Thank you so very much for showcasing my channel in your Christmas video. Oh, you're welcome, Donnell. I can't see. I truly appreciate the shout out. I've made it to nine. Oh my gosh! Congrats. We're getting close, Donnell. She made it to 903 subscribers.
Oh wow.
No, you're getting there, girl. You're under 100 away. That's awesome.
I'm not touching that. No.
What about the women who is in Mexico? Oh, Barbara is from Texas, FY.
I was
Okay,
gonna have you
would you?
watched the John Bonet on Netflix yet?
No, I was supposed to watch it. You
What
wanna
is
do that?
what about the woman who is in Mexico? Sheila who?
Who was in Mexico sleeping single in a double bed? Wait, what?
What? Is that a song, Gina?
It might be. Yeah, by Barbara Mandrell.
Snap.
Sorry, y'all.
What about that woman that just accused her son of murder during her court statement? Burn pile murder. Wait, what? I didn't hear that. Yo, I'm at the loop. What's you know about that? Oh, the John Bonet documentary was interesting. I didn't watch it. I need to go watch it.
Watch it.
The woman from Hawaii who missed her flight to New York and everyone was looking for her.
Looking for her, and didn't someone in her family die looking for her, right? I'm gonna put it on my list. I don't know if there's a documentary or anything to watch it, but I'm gonna put it on my list. I know who you're talking about.
Apparently, she is part of a green card scam. Okay, I never heard of this at all. I apparently don't. Well, okay, but what was Shelby talking about?
Is that Hannah? Hannah somebody? Sheila?
I do know that song, Gina. I grew up listening to
And
country
then,
and western.
wait, what did Shelby say?
Her father died. Shelby said so. The Mexican lady, her father died. Is that? But they were talking about two different things, and I lost track.
Is her name Hannah, the one from Hawaii?
Hannah, yeah,
Kobayashi.
Kobayashi.
I'm pretty sure it ends in I. That's all I remember. Something Ashi. But
Let me grab
and
it.
then someone was talking about was she the one who was missing in? She was missing from Hawaii, right? Yeah, Kobayashi. She was missing from Hawaii, and then who was missing in Mexico? It was her. She was the one from Maui missing in Mexico, right? Pretty sure that's her. I remember the story vaguely. I kept seeing, and then like her dad died or something. Okay, and then Melody Ferris. He was
Who's
convicted of
Melody?
killing.
She was convicted of what?
killing her husband, I think. But I don't know if they have any documentaries about these yet.
But what's Burn Pal?
We can still talk about it though.
What's Burn Pal? She said Burn Pal. Is that the documentary?
No, it's the burn pile murder trial.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah. I don't think there's a documentary about it though. But we can talk about it.
Okay.
Wait, where's my list from before? Can I tell you a secret? Remember we were supposed to watch that? It was our lighthearted one that wasn't about murder.
I didn't watch it. Did I watch it?
Okay, Kings of Tupelo on Netflix. And then we'll talk about Hannah Kobayashi and Melody Ferris. And then if you want to, also, Can I Tell You a Secret on Netflix?
What that one was about? Because I don't remember if I watched it.
Stalker, basically, who just like invaded people's lives on social media.
Wait, what? Did I watch that? Is that the one with the lady from India?
You talking
No,
about
that was something else. Huh?
you thinking about Sweet Bobby?
Oh, Sweet Bobby. Yeah, we talked about
Not
Sweet
Sweet
Bobby
Bobby.
already. Yeah. Okay. So that's a lot of homework. We're not gonna be able to get to all of it.
Yeah, but no, probably maybe. Probably because two of them are not really documentaries. You're just gonna be talking about the case.
Okay. Kings of Tupelo. Can I tell you a secret? John Bonet we could save for another time. I
I'm
haven't
so
watched that documentary.
I'm proud. There's this case haunts me, John Bonet. Like if
It's been
it,
so long.
it's one of the cases. Like if there were like it was time for me to go, and there's like what's 5 things you want. I was like, I need to know who killed John Bonet. Like they would be on my top 5. Like I need to know this. This
By
is too.
Donnell.
By Danielle. Yeah, make sure you give
So
a thumbs up.
that's
You
on
know,
your list of things you need to know before you die.
I need to know. I also need to know a lot. There's a lot of stuff I need to know, but I would probably be like, just tell me. The Burning Bed, Gina.
Burning what?
Oh, they're talking about something else, a movie.
Oh.
Well, so we've
All
only
right. I'm glad we're back.
I'm glad we're back to every Wednesday, 7 o'clock, guys. We had a break, and we also gonna start recording content shortly, hopefully.
We keep saying that. Every week we say that. We will do it.
It's
We
not
will do
me, it's her.
And if you're watching on the Crystal Heart channel, go over to Mystery Mugs and Melanin and subscribe over there. Like the video
Please
over there.
we want to get to 1,000 too on MMM.
We're at 100.
I know we need 900 of y'all to go subscribe.
There's only 7 people here, and 2 of them are us. Leanna's here. Hey, Leanna.
Hey, Leanna, if you are here and you are not subscribed to Mystery Mugs and Melanin, please go subscribe now.
Now. Subscribe now. All right, y'all. I don't think this made national news, but when I was in Louisiana, in Lafayette, there was a girl who burned down her family's house, and like her mom died in the house.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if they got in an argument or whatever, and she set the house on fire, and then like the mom died. It was crazy. Thanks, Leanna. Anyway, I just was thinking about that because I was like, that was something crazy that came on the news. Thanks, Shelby. Everybody sub. Make sure y'all you and then go and sub from your husband phone, your children phone, your dog phone, You burn a phone. Just took my meds and getting ready for the big day tomorrow. Sheila said, "Dang,
I'm gonna go look into the burn pile murder. I need to know more about it.
the what? The burn
What's
pump?
the what's the big day? I'm behind Leanne. What's Leanna's big day?
The
What is
news
it?
in New York is crazy. What happened in New York, or just in general?
Well, I hope everything goes great tomorrow too, Leanna. Sending you all the positive vibes for whatever this is.
Because we at the loop. We at the loop. I was trying to pretend like I was in the loop, but I'm at the loop too. I was gonna go investigate.
Ooh, ooh. Okay. Well, I
Babe, what we
guess
eating tonight?
yeah. What we eating tonight?
Oh, Leanna, are you having surgery or is your daughter having surgery? I really miss that. The
Oh
guy
yeah,
who
we
murdered
gotta
the
talk
hell,
about
Luigi.
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 We gotta talk about Luigi. I've been sharing stuff on Facebook about Luigi. People making all kind of alibis for him on social media.
They really they very unserious.
Oh, that's why all the
Yes,
Luigi hits
Tracy,
came
your
out.
burner phone too.
Yep. Luigi
Ooh,
is it Mangione?
Luigi.
Leanna ate papusa. You can't eat after midnight, huh?
I
But
am in my.
Leanna, you are definitely in our thoughts. I didn't realize you were having surgery tomorrow. I definitely missed the loop, missed the boat. I need to pay attention. Luigi is cute.
Luigi is like,
He not cute. He got a hint of crazy in his eye. He got a
hey,
little hint
Luigi.
of crazy.
Hey, I like that. Hey, Luigi.
Oh, you like a little hint of crazy?
A smidge.
I mean, like murderous
It's
crazy.
even exciting.
His name sounds made up. Oh, I sent you the shard or whatever it was of the mom and the son. The son looks like Luigi,
He
and
looks
he
like
went put
him.
on the
Yes.
outfit,
They put on the, I mean,
and the
she's
mom
like,
was like, "No,
yes, he is. People are
y'all
offering.
stop."
People are offering to pay his legal fees.
That's crazy. But I haven't. What is he saying? Is he saying?
What do you mean? What are you trying to say?
I want to. Is he saying
So
anything?
not really. He tried to speak yeah, I think it was yesterday or whatever, but they really wouldn't let him. But he has a manifesto. A manifesto. I've read some of it.
What did he say? What
Just
time is
based.
surgery, Leanna? What time do you have to be there? His name sounds like a Super Mario character.
So basically, his manifesto is, I mean,
Yes, people are idolizing him. What his manifesto say? Because what if everybody like, oh my gosh, he did this, da, da, da," and then like, what if he did it because he didn't like the dude's shoes?
no, yeah,
Luigi says his back hurts and it wasn't him.
yeah, his back does hurt. It
Where do
hurts.
you find that manifesto? Yeah, where is the manifesto?
It was on Reddit, but from what I understand, some people took down his Reddit, so I don't know.
Oh, hey
But
Rebecca. I
there
don't
are
know. I
parts
don't know
of
why I
it.
didn't tell you I was going live, Rebecca. It's been a day. It's always a day around here, but we're back on our Wednesday night lives. I'm sorry. I should have texted you. And I'll be live again Friday. Yes, hit the like button for Saint. Do it for Saint.
Like according to his manifesto, there were multiple targets. That these people are parasites. Um, you know,
No, no bite.
but basically, people are very unserious about it, and Burger King put on X that they don't snitch, so come to Burger King because it was a McDonald's worker that that reported him.
McDonald's worker is who called?
Yes, somebody at McDonald's recognized him and called.
I have to be there at 8:30. Oh wow. But you know what? When having surgery, I feel like the earlier the better. Especially since you can't eat. And it helps with the nerves. Gina said Luigi not cute. Luigi is not cute, yo. In the pic,
He
no.
is.
In the surveillance videos, I thought he was cute. But then after the fact, I was like, oh, he got a little hint of crazy in his
Who don't? Who don't have a little crazy in their eyes every now and then?
Oh, Sheila, you still taxiing? Rebecca, you tired? Oh, get you some rest, girl. And Leanna, get you some rest as well.
I don't know what he had planned. It's weird to me though because everything was planned out really, really well except the escape. So I'm kind of concerned. What?
I'm laughing at you and Gina.
He still had the gun on him with a silencer and the manifesto. Like
Luigi ain't too bright.
he's very bright though. That's the thing. He's very smart, and he
He
had
ain't
and
too street smart.
I don't know, but
He ain't too street smart. He made his own gun. That's crazy.
he's he's smart.
He had a plan, but the plan.
I think I think I'm gonna tell you what I personally think. I think that he had his he's very intelligent, and I think he had his plan and everything. But I think that the reception of when it happened wasn't what he thought, and it's like I I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just telling y'all what I saw happen. It was positive. Most of the you know what I'm saying. The
For
reception was
him.
it was positive. People were like, and this shows you where our country is today. Like people are tired of being ripped off by CEOs and billionaire corporations. You know, unfortunately, that's where we're at. It's not he didn't do it the right way, but and I think that the reception of what happened, of how it happened, the reception that he got, I feel like it made him a little bit relaxed. You know what I'm trying to say? Lax, instead of being on high alert because, dude, you're a murderer. You know what I mean? Allegedly. And so I think that might have because he had like this really thought out plan and he kind of like, okay, it's not as people are actually not as upset and
But
everything.
was his getaway thought out? Because maybe he had no intentions of getting away.
He did because on the manifesto there were multiple targets. So which
Oh,
is why
okay. So he
he still
okay.
had the gun, but he should have got rid of the gun and got a new one later. But
Stop
I
giving out the secrets. Stop giving out the secrets.
allegedly he had a gun.
Yeah, but
Allegedly,
you giving out you giving pointers of what he should have do. Don't be giving out the secrets.
I'm just trying to help.
Um, I'm trying to read. He graduated from Penn State, University of Pennsylvania, bachelor's and master's degrees. He was just fed up. He was
He
fed up.
was. And I'm gonna
And
tell
it,
you,
and okay, yes, smart, but there could have been other underlying mental illness that kept this plan ruminating in his head until he had to carry it out.
he also, from what I don't know what the other targets were, but from what I've seen, he lost both of his grandparents like a few years ago, and then he had some back issues or something as well, and I don't know if the insurance would pay for it and everything. There's just a lot. He was fed up, like you said, and while I don't agree with his methods, his alleged methods, I think that this opens a conversation. You know what I'm saying, for people to be a catalyst for showing that little people, us, can make change and support who we want and not have to be like at the feet of these billion-dollar corporations. You know what I'm trying to say? Like
Hmm.
the
It
same
sounds
day.
like the back pain is what kept everything in the forefront. I mean, if you
Yeah,
in pain constantly, and if you're
and his
upset,
family is rich, and his family's
his
rich.
family is loaded.
And the same day that this happened, uh, because this man was on his way to like a meeting or whatever, the CEO, and they had the meeting still, even though this man was shot dead.
That
The
lets you know exactly.
right, and then the CEO of Blue Cross Blue Shield in like 2 states up north, the same day they had said that they were going to stop covering anesthesia past a certain amount of time for procedures. And it's like, read the room. Like CEOs dropping right now, like calm down. They ended up
This is
taking it
not the time for this.
right. This is not the time. But like, um, again, I hope that this could be a catalyst for change for things like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like
Because
it's unfortunate.
it's
It's
unfortunate.
unfortunate. Um, but hopefully, it's turned into like progression, forward movement, rather than
Insurance is in the insurance is a problem. Like the whole process, everything is a problem. Like I work for a doctor's office and I see people in like pain for weeks trying
right,
to get
Gina.
insurance to cover things that it need to be covered. I know in like this women's health clinic, these women need like feminine women health, but their insurance is denying it because they're like, well, you're too old. And it's like, okay, like I'm 50, but I still need like my annual woman's check because I can still get cervical cancer. But they're like, well, you're too old. You don't need the
You
women's
can't have babies anymore, so forget
right.
about you.
But you can still die from cervical cancer. Like it's insurance is a problem. The whole thing is a
And
problem.
just the cost of insurance is ridiculous. So I mean,
But I'm paying you. I want to be covered.
no. And then you'll pay hundreds of dollars a month for insurance. Like, just coming from somebody who our whole family is self-employed, so I know how much insurance costs whenever you're not going through your employer. You pay all these to get minimal coverage.
Yes.
Minimal deductibles are high, and then they don't cover everything. They don't barely cover nothing. It's crazy. You might as well just go to the doctor, pay out of pocket, but then if something serious happens, you're caught up.
Yep. I saw a man posted today. I can't remember exactly, but he said he had to cancel it. He just had a patient cancel a surgery for a fracture on like his ankle or something because his deductible was too high. He couldn't afford it. He was like, this man will never be able to run, walk the same, and he will have pain for the rest of his life because insurance won't cover the surgery.
They don't care. But the CEO of Blue Cross and Blue Shield retracted that move. They are going to continue. Yeah, they did retract it.
Yeah, they did.
Um.
Yeah, I do think, yes, Leanna,
Oh,
I do think
sorry, Leanna. it might be a trigger. But um, the CEO had a bonus of 10.2 million a year. That's ridiculous. It is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. All right, y'all. I think I need to go find some dinner. Dinner. You ate dinner?
No,
What are you eating?
probably not. I'm not really hungry. I
Find
ate
something, girl.
ate late. Like I ate after I got off. So I mean, like five. That was
Oh, okay.
that's
That was dinner.
yeah.
Um,
It was
yeah.
great, and we can talk more about it next week.
Yeah, I can't wait for next week. And y'all come back Friday night. I'll be live Friday night at 7. Also, I posted some videos today that took 6 to 7 hours to upload to YouTube. So please go watch those videos because they were supposed to be posted since this morning. And I think I got like 10 views on them because they waited so long to post. Anyway, uh, I have some funny chicken reels. We'll see y'all next week. Remember, what did we say? We're gonna talk about. Remember to watch the Elvis people,
Kings of
the
Tupelo
Kings of
on Netflix,
Tupelo,
and Can I Tell You a Secret? Both on
and
Netflix.
Can I Tell You a Secret? And then we're gonna talk about Hannah Kubayashi and Melody Ferris, the Burn Pal. If we have time for everything, we'll try.
By Shelby
Bye,
7
Shelby.
Gina 7.
Friday,
Oh,
7.
30.
I think I'm gonna move it back to 7, maybe. I think I'm moving back to 7 since I'll be doing my lives in here and not at the amenity center. Please post what we are to study. I always forget. Okay, I'm gonna set up the live and it'll be in the description box of that live, and then I'll share it. Hit the like button on your way out. Remember, subscribe to Mystery Mugs and Melanin. I'll put that in the description box as well. Once I get off of here. So we all need homework assignments to be listed on your Facebook page. Okay, I'll put it on the Facebook page.
We should start putting it on the MMM Facebook page too.
Oh yeah, we need a okay. Y'all gonna have to go follow us on Mystery Mugs and Melanin. That's where the homework gonna be. Um. All right, y'all. Have a good night.
Bye, y'all. See y'all
We need
Friday.
an outro.
Oh. Bye.
Oh.
That was-
Oh,
oh,
Rebecca asked us over the book club. We pick up in January. Let's say that.
let's pick up in January. It's
We'll
been a
have a. We need
hectic.
to pick a book for January. Pick up a book for January.
Bye, bye, bye.
Baby, bye, 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 bye. Don't do 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 do. What it do? What do 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 do
May
do
sound
do do
crazy,
do.
but it ain't no lie. Bye, bye, bye. Okay, bye.
Okay, too much, too much. Bye, y'all.